Caroline. I'm the team leader for Brighton's Big Build Nepal 2013. For the last 10 months I've been working with a group of students, supporting their fundraising, working with them on their fundraising events and getting them all out to Nepal, to here, which is Sanku village, where we have been helping out building an early development centre for under fives. This is an amazing project. What we've been doing is we've been digging and clearing the ground ready for an early childhood development centre to be built, which enables under fives to have the opportunity to go to a place and prep them for school, have somewhere where they can go when their parents are out at work, and kind of give them the basis of what it's kind of like to be in pre-education.
It's so exciting to be working on the Early Childhood Development Centre because it's designed to be at the heart of the community. It gives children early access to knowledge, social skills, education and healthcare.
So we are on the Big Build Nepal, the Childreach international charity, in Sanku village, Panausi district of Nepal. I got the feeling that I can do stuff to help people, and that I am very lucky to live in the conditions that I live in and others are not, and there's a way to change that and help them. Yeah, and also at the site we met Nepalese children who wanted to help us because it is important for them, and I guess they're really happy that we were here and doing this. And yeah, and the ones at the school, I saw that there are so many children here. There are already 2 schools really close to each other, but they are full, and it is a good aim and a good idea to have one specifically for the younger ones and have people trained to work with them. The fundraising was a really long and hard process, but it was worth it because during the fundraising I could see that there are people in my country and in England who are willing to help. Not me, but the people here, and this was the way to raise their awareness. So while I was raising the money, I felt like it's not just asking for money, but also telling them about this issue and spreading the word, basically.
I'm Chering Lama. I did my undergrad and masters and PhD from UK, and I came to know Childreach in 2006 when I was a regional coordinator for a charity in UK, and I met with the founding people of Childreach at the time. They were very in the infant state, but we got along and we really liked each other's idea about what the development is all about. So it's all about kind of knowing each other, building a trusted relationship with the people, kind of Firoz and everybody who set up the Childreach in Nazla. And since then it's just become a friend till, just being like an advisor. Why don't we do some project in Nepal? And now as a content director from 2010. We're all working for children. The difference is our approach. We don't work directly with the children, but we work with all the stakeholders. We work with the teachers to uplift the quality of education. We work with the parents to raise the awareness about the quality of education. It's just kind of looking at the holistic side of development. One of the things is Childreach is different is we look at the holistic side of the overall development. We make sure that every project that we do, we have got education, health, child protection and child right has been ensured. And whatever the other issues needed in order to fulfill those, we just put everything together. And second thing is we focus always on the evidence-based practice. Are we creating some kind of new knowledge? Are we creating evidence so we can share with others? It's like, yes, we are there to unlock a child potential, but we're unlocking our own potential so that we can grow along with the children as well. So we learn a new knowledge. With that new knowledge, we'll have a cutting-edge practices, so that practices we can share with the others, such as government and other like-minded charities in Nepal. And other biggest difference is we work with partners. What I mean partners is a genuine partnership. And we work with different kind of stakeholders, not only people who gives us the money, but who can add the value to our work. For example, celebrities. We work with the business houses. We work with the government, who are making the policies. And we work with the grassroots till policymaker. And because of that as well, the challenge is slightly different, what I think. But still that we are on the process of really telling that people, these are the things makes us different.
I think the ECD is going to be really beneficial to this community because having studied child psychology, I understand the importance of early years development, and actually so much of what children's potential comes from what they're taught when they're young. So the idea that they'll have these skills from an early age, and not only that, but the family will be included and it will become part of the community, and they'll have a better start in life because of it. So I'm really pleased to be working on this project.
Well, yeah, when we signed up, we were told we were going to be building a school, and it was all advertised with all the pictures and everything else, and our brief was that we'd be doing the second phase, which was going to be building up the walls and doing the utilities and everything else. And that's what we spoke to everyone that donated to us and said, look, we're going to be going to build a school, you're fundraising for this, and we will bring back, you know, like photo evidence and whatnot. And yeah, it's like a thank you for donating and see where your money's gone. When we arrived, we found out that we weren't doing what we were told at all, that we were going to be digging the foundation, well, not even the foundations, we were going to be digging an area to then start the foundations. So it became clear to us that the intentions when we signed up, we were never going to be building the school, that we were going to be setting out the start for the next year or the next year's project to start building the school. So we were all a bit demoralised and worried about going back home and speaking to people and being like, oh, what are we going to say to people that are donated to us? How are we going to be like, oh yeah, you gave us money to build a school, but in fact we've not. But when we got here and we saw that we had like a big mammoth task of a huge chunk of wall, and it's just been great getting everyone together and digging away and making sure that everyone's It's been a really nice like community aspect of it, and all the other sides of the experience have been amazing, like the hospitality of being here, all the culture, everything we've been shown, everything we've been taught, and how welcoming everything has been. So these guys, it's been absolutely amazing. So extremely chuffed that I've got involved with this.
The biggest inspiration of the trip was probably when we visited the school. What was that, Saturday? Because I think the fact that we're building one, but then we went to see how a school actually works and to meet all the children and stuff, and it was really interesting to learn that they had a certain amount of students who were like orphans or their parents were away or whatever, so they stayed at the school. And like they showed us around and we met all the students and they were just all so happy and, you know, so kind of relaxed around us.
Hi, I'm Joel and I'm a volunteer on the Big Build Nepal 2013 from Brighton University. I'm also the documentary maker for this little feature. I've been following the team around this week while we've been digging, and we've been visiting the local community. We've gone to a school and we've also been to a Buddhist monastery. I've really enjoyed the Big Build this year because this means that we're actually coming into a community and doing something really practical that's going to benefit children in the long term, It's going to give them access to healthcare, and it's going to give them those all-important social skills that they need under the age of 5 years old. The work has been really challenging, although I've really enjoyed it. It's certainly built up some muscle. I think we were under the impression that we were actually going to be getting involved with the actual construction of the building. We've actually started the beginning of the project, so we've actually levelled off the land that's going to be used to build the Early Childhood Development Centre. We've moved hundreds of tons of earth and rock, so now the ground is ready for the foundations to be prepared, and we wish the next team the best of luck, and the rest of the community who will be getting involved in the actual construction over the next year. Fundraising for this has been really challenging for me. I had a full-time job as a sabbatical officer at the University of Brighton Students' Union. Towards the end of the fundraising, that Santander, who have a local branch in our university campus, donated £3,500. So a big thank you to Santander. We couldn't have done it without you, and some of us actually wouldn't even be here, and the rest of the team wouldn't have been able to come either. Childreach has been extremely supportive. They've provided lots of information. We've had members of the team come down and talk to us, and they've provided a lot of support to our team leader as well, who's worked extremely hard to keep us all together, keep us all motivated, keep us all on track, and make sure that we hit our targets.
Signing up for a project like the Big Build is a fantastic thing to do. It's really rewarding. It means you're coming to see this other country, could see a completely different way of life, and actually kind of getting to help out rather than just being a tourist there. You're helping to do something to improve the lives of some of the people here, which is always a fantastic thing to do. Anyone who wants to help out and isn't afraid of a bit of hard work, it is a lot of hard work. I would definitely encourage people to sign up. If you want to go out there, work on a project, make a difference, then I would definitely recommend signing up to the Big Build.
I'm so excited to see what happens here in the next few months and to see the community using the Early Childhood Development Centre to its full potential.